What's up, guys? Will Survives and the Sauce Boss here with you. And today we're doing a reaction video to Nate Petroski's How Can I Help Will Survives. We have not watched it yet, so let's get right into it. Let's go.
Guys, Nate Petroski from Narroway, Homestead, and Will Survives is hanging out on my other property, but he's going to come here for a bit, and I think I'm going to teach him how to drywall. This should be interesting. Also, I want to talk a little bit more about the camper he got and a few other things. He's also going to meet a puppy. Yeah, she's so cute. She's probably going to end up being in most of my videos, at least a little bit. No, you do not want the drywall saw.
Nice. Fun stuff. I'm always a little scared watching these videos, because I hope he doesn't think we're too dumb.
I'm up here on the second floor of my garage. Right underneath here is my battery room for the solar. And this is just going to be a little office. And as you can see, it's been started. The framing is done. The electrical is partially run. Yeah, what do you think? That's a light. She cracks me up. One of the first things I'll be talking to him about is how you should drywall the ceiling first, and then he will experience why you should drywall the ceiling first as soon as it gets started. But
we did.
I don't think he's done any drywall work before or any electrical work, and because this room is so small, he should basically just be able to get a taste of all the different steps in finishing a room, and I'm hopeful the entire experience will be highly educational for him. I'm assuming I'm going to have to be fairly basic with even showing him how you score and cut drywall and snap it and how much extra room you need and the mudding. I'm really looking forward to the mudding. That'll be fun. A bunch of the content will probably be on his channel. I'll let him film whatever he does. I'll probably just kind of film some instructions and just...
I am filming it. If you haven't seen episode 1 yet, go check it out now. And also check out Nate's page too. He's posting stuff about it.
See how it works out for him. But there's all kinds of possibilities. There's one window in here, which means there's a possibility for extension jambs and trim. Going to be a couple outlets. I haven't really figured out what I want to do with a light up there in the ceiling, but I'll get that figured out before too long, which will be helpful. Wiring up an outlet. I might just have fun letting him wire it up and then take it apart and show him how to wire it up. We'll see. We'll see. I might just be really nice and tell him exactly how to do it too. And a door install. That'll be cool. The whole goal of him being out here, at least for him, should be saving money to buy land. I think he's expressed that a bunch of times. Once he buys land, he'll probably want to build something fairly permanent. This will be really neat to show him how the interior work goes with, you know, finishing in a conventional way. And of course, he may decide not to do anything conventional, which is fairly...
all true stuff, dude. Nate has been frickin' through the same thing we're going through right now, trying to get land, and he's done the whole thing buying land and starting a homestead. So he has lots of knowledge for us, and it's real sick. And he's real interested in sharing it with us too.
Likely, but knowing how to do things conventionally will be helpful as just something to reflect on. Also, yes, I know this butt joint is spliced from top sheet to bottom. There's a number of things that aren't awesome in here to begin with. I'm not entirely sure, but I may have enough floating floor around to finish the floor in here as well. So that would be just another step. Floor, door, then, you know, just maybe even painting. That might be interesting. Oh my goodness, you're so distracting. I'm trying to make a video, ma'am. Look at this, look at this. I can wrap my hand, well, I can't even. I can almost wrap my hand all the way around your snout. Someday, that is not even going to be close. You've got a really broad face already. As always, I'm sure Will and I will talk about a bunch of stuff. I do want to talk to him about the camper he purchased. He definitely purchased a camper that is not awesome. A water damaged camper is pretty much the worst kind of camper you can own, and ironically, it's one of the most common kinds of campers you can own. I lived in a camper, actually, it was right where I'm currently squatted down on this floor, and I did roof repair, and I did a whole bunch of rot repair to it. I did all that before I moved. But the other thing that I'm not even sure he's familiar with is most campers are 3-season campers, and I didn't totally realize he was planning to live in it because he has that house over on that other property, tree house. I'm not sure what it is. It's not that nice. I mean, the camper is way nice.
It's not nice at all. It actually sucks, you guys. It's so bad, and big rats are living in it. Lots of animals. I think the plan is sell this thing, get some money back, squeeze fingers, open fingers a little bit to grab a little bit of money for a bell tent. Nate, if you're watching this, maybe let me know what you think about that idea. And you guys let me know what you think about that idea. Could also try to look for a little bit cheaper camper.
We'll see.
Sure, but campers are three-season. Living in them in the wintertime when everything starts freezing and the wind rushes under them if you don't do underpinning, it's tough. That was one of the first things I did with my old 93 camper when I moved here, was put some junk underpinning. I just screwed it right to the side of it because my camper was already garbage anyway. So I'll probably talk to him about draining the water out of it and living in it fairly primitively. Also, the heat systems really don't keep up too good in them, at least not good enough to stop the pipes and water systems from freezing. Now,
We've already found that out in the week of us owning this thing.
one cold snap. We should be warm for the next couple weeks or so, at least above freezing, so he should have time to continue to use it. But I had the shower freeze up in my camper, even with my underpinning and with a wood stove in it. I ended up having to remove panels on the inside and direct fans to blow warm wood stove air underneath of them. Those propane furnaces that come with campers are great for spring and fall chilly weather, but actually doing anything amazing and staying warm through the winter is really tough. Even a West Virginia winter, which is nothing like an Alaska winter or some other winters. You want to be a video star. I know you do. That's cool, because the internet wants you to be a...
The camper was nice, regardless, because we can stand in it and it's clean. But we can do the same thing with the bell tent, I think, and it'll be way cheaper, and we can take a bell tent with us as well.
Video star too. I'll probably recommend he goes back to living in the original structure he built here, winterizes his camper, maybe hangs out in it occasionally.
Nate, bell tent.
Just kind of try to preserve it as much as possible for the new property. And it kind of cracks me up. He wants me to help him save money, so he's like basically asking me permission for almost every single purchase that he's making. Hey, I don't like puppy breath. You just maybe admit something to the internet, but it smells like raw diapers. It's gross. I know you can't help it. You'll grow out of it. Yes, you are adorable. My goodness. Will also had another idea about me holding on to his money for him to help him not spend it, which I totally turned down for two reasons. Number one, well, I know I'm trustworthy, and he thinks I'm trustworthy. But thinking somebody's trustworthy isn't a good enough reason to give them any money. He doesn't know I'm trustworthy. He just thinks I am. If I hold on to his money and then in the future he gets another buddy to help him hold on to his money, what if that doesn't go well? Also,
teaching us life lessons.
Financial habits. More than him being able to save money till spring and then, then buy land and then do whatever he wants with fun.
What a smart guy. What a such helpful guy.
Finances, I'd love to teach him how to have money, not spend it, and accumulate it, which I think would be just way more beneficial for him in the long run. Saving money for 6 months and then buying something is one thing, but being able to have the willpower to have money and not spend it is a super valuable skill. Well, you know about money. You don't know anything about money. I give you money, you're going to chew it to bits. The other thing I want to talk to him about, again, is asking for advice, but I want to approach it from, it's really good to ask for advice before you do anything like buy a camper, but it's ultimately you making the decision. So I want him to ask for advice, and then all that is gathering information. Then he can sit back with his own reasons, his own ideas, compare them with mine and my experience.
Very good mentor. I'm the type of guy to already do that. It's very rare. I like listening to people, but love listening to Nate, and that's definitely true.
Someone else's advice and someone else's experience, and ultimately the decision is still totally on him. He doesn't have to take any advice he receives, whether it's from me or anyone else.
Right now, the decision I'm making is to actually listen to everything he says and see what happens. A little experiment. My guess is it's going to do us pretty good. What do you guys think?
It's just super, super helpful to listen to it and consider it, and you don't get to listen to it and consider it unless you ask for it ahead of time.
Because, yeah, we also can't just get to a point where we feel like we need Nate. We can't be asking Nate questions for the rest of our lives, you know? At some point, we gotta not be dumb.
Yeah, let's do that.
I've never been one to make fun of people for asking questions. I've responded to some comments here on social media that some people have considered to just be the dumbest possible question on earth. But if I can tell the person genuinely does not know what they're trying to find out, then I'm more than happy to answer. I don't care if it seems stupid. I don't mock them. Like, you don't know what you don't know, and being ignorant is not anything to be ashamed of. Now, being willfully ignorant after receiving information and then just deciding that information isn't valid and then getting yourself in a whole bunch of trouble, well, obviously that's on the person who has decided.
Kind of like not taking off that extra 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
We'll fix that, Nate.
To do that. The amount of flies that are being eaten on the floor. You are not a duck. That is duck behavior. Gosh. Hey, stop. I'm going to be a little more direct with him on giving advice because he just kind of generally asked me for advice and input. So if I see I'm not going to do my normal thing of just waiting to be asked on every specific thing. If I see something, I'm going to say something, just tell him what I would do, why I would do it, but also make sure that he knows, like, I'm not his boss. I'm not in charge of him. He is more than capable of making his own decisions. And that's the whole point, is that the advice kind of steers him in a direction. He sees how it works out, then he reflects on that experience, knowing that he fully made the choices to get where he is based on just more information. I really just hope it's helpful to him. I think he's got a ridiculous amount of potential, and his camera guy, manager, whatever you call him, both of them are young guys. They both, definitely have bright futures, and I just hope that whatever I can do can just kind of steer them in a path for success. But yet, when they actually walk the path for success by themselves, they might look back and be like, oh yeah, Nate said something helpful, but you know what? I did that. I'm the one that did it. And that's ultimately what I'd like. I'd like to see them walk a path of success and be really, really good at whatever they choose to do and just be generally really successful in life. And so all this stuff about...
What a good guy, dude.
Nate is lit.
Can't appreciate him enough, dude. It's crazy.
Advising him exactly what to do on a camper, whether to buy something or not, how to save money, how to do drywall, how to do electrical. I hope beyond just the basic skills he learns from all that, that he actually just learns life principles and just gives him a little more confidence even, as well as knowledge to just go forward, blaze the path on his own. Will Survives is a real free-spirited type of guy. Really not super similar to me, and yet it's what makes him really unique, and it's an asset when channeled properly, and it's going to propel him places that I wouldn't exactly be able to go or do. And basically I'm just saying I don't want to squash that at all. I don't want to mold him into a Nate 2.0. I want to keep him as Will, keep his personality, keep all...
What a foresightful man. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Dude, what a guy, dude.
Keep everything about him, just some minor basic life principles, hopefully, to just accelerate him forward, because I'd like to see him be able to save money and grow wealth and be wildly successful and get himself a base set up, and then he can go do crazy, ridiculous stuff that somebody like me never would. Cool, as long as you got a foundation to fall back on, I think it'd be awesome. Anyway, hopefully you guys found that helpful and informative. I gotta go find a puppy. I will see you guys in the next video.
Wow. Nate, man. Thank you, Nate. Guys, Nate's the freaking best mentor you could ever ask for. It's ridiculous. What a guy. You got anything to say, Jesse?
No. Thank you, Nate, for having us back. Appreciate all the help, man.
It's very sick. Thank you guys for watching. Man, there was something else I was going to say. Check out Nate's channel. Hoot! dog has sent down this energy ball, and it is in my hand, and I'm about to give it to you guys. It's a ball of energy, little bit dirty energy, but it gives you the power to do whatever you want to do and whatever you need to do. Energy ball. Hope you guys felt that. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day and a beautiful week, and I'll see you guys next time. Willie out.
Hey, I make the glizzy flip, wrap the string around the hook, wait for a tug and reel it in. Hey, I reel it in, looking out for bears, cause Willie eat the same food as him. I should probably buy what's stole, but I can't find one on Craigslist and they expensive at the store. I'm in my bag looking for the silky and the axe. I'm in the river flipping rocks and stones. I'm looking for crawdads.